Obviously a generalization of Joe's voter base, which is a fallacy. This would unintentionally suggest that Donald didn't solve any problems, which would have meant a lot less people on welfare. I don't think Mr. Pollard realizes he's shitting on Donald with this stupid comment. None of Donald's voters back in 16 were on welfare, and none of Donald's loyal sycophants were in this past election, Joe? Joe obviously couldn't provide me with any examples of Donald's achievements, so he strawmanned me with COVID instead. Which isn't an argument in favor of Donald either, even if this is true. Joe is a troll and shows his teeth soon here, so he obviously won't respond positively to Bernie either, as Bernie was in favor of alternate energy sources. I was wrong to tell Joe to cite his source regarding his strawman COVID claim and just stuck with his welfare comment. I asked what Donald has done for the country, and I guess I should have asked what the COVID survival rate has to do with Joe's voters being on welfare. So, you proceed to give me stats for COVID survival, Joe, while 1. You initially claimed Joe's voters are all on welfare, while Joe is also killing fossil fuels off, and 2. Donald actually took advantage of COVID at the expense of the hundreds of thousands of American lives. While this was my fault because I did ask for a source. Actually, no, this isn't even a source citation. Where are your sources for Joe's welfare voters claim, and for the fossil fuel? And why haven't you provided any examples of Donald's achievements, if you're able to reply with this, even though it's invalid? I didn't click on this because you brought COVID into this, I didn't. And here comes the insults. You begin trolling me. How is my IQ low when you're the one who argued COVID, instead of providing examples of what Donald brought to the table for the economy? While you also failed to cite the source for your COVID survival stats. Okay, I've looked into this one a long time ago, and I'll provide the link and timestamp of a video I've uploaded about what I looked up in the description for you. Well, even if I am in this situation and an American citizen, I wouldn't be if Mr. Trump was a legitimate president, let alone politician, and solved economic and social problems that resulted in the high rate of poverty which you are using to ignorantly troll people with. I know that you wouldn't listen if I said I'm not a mommy's basement dweller, but I'm not American. Again though, maybe if Donald actually did something, very few would be in poverty, and Donald would have been re-elected. Whether I do or not, being a welfare recipient only indicates inadequate governance, which in your case would be on Donald. Maybe nobody would ever have to pay anybody's way if the world went through economic trial and error to figure out what works best for everybody. What does the vaccine have to do with living in mommy's basement and collecting welfare? What are you talking about? Ah, the usual case of do your own research after trying to make a gotcha claim. What am I to research? What claim did I make, Joe?